So when you finally kind of had that, and I don't think there was like one aha moment, and correct me if I'm wrong, but like when you're like, okay, I did this self reflection, I went back, you talked to your parents and your relationship, and it's great. I think it's not just how you feel, it's how the boyfriend felt or how everybody else and your friends, and then you decided to go on this journey of losing weight. How where did you start? What was it? Did you take care of your eating, your exercise, with just a compilation? I mean, did you reach out for help? Where did that start?
So my story does have a bit of an aha moment because for 22
Mm-hmm.
years I tried everything, right? Like fat camp was the coolest thing ever. I loved fat camp, but it just didn't stick. I tried everything and then I got out of my college relationship and I had been with this person for 4 years and I had been again always caring about how that person felt and caring about how it looked and how things were going. And then I got out of that relationship. And at the end of that relationship, I made a big decision to leave a job and a career that I loved. I was working in film. I had my dream job. I was in a different city. I chose to come back to try to repair my relationship. And when I got back, that relationship was obvious. Any time that you need to come back to fix something, it's probably broken. So I came back and it still didn't fix anything. And he dumped me multiple times. I kept coming back, but he dumped me. And I realized, like, holy shit, I don't have a story. I've given up my dream job. I'm getting my teaching degree just to be near somebody that I'm trying to be in a relationship with and fix things. I don't have a story. Like, I'm not writing one. And I was really disappointed in myself for a minute. And I talked to my parents and I said, hey, I don't want to be 320 pounds. I don't want to be 350 pounds. I see where this is going. And this, for the first time ever, I had never brought it up to them, I don't think. But I had thought about it my whole life. I had thought about it my whole life. I had never said it out loud. Just like I talked about pockets of shame. I said, can I talk to you guys about me getting weight loss surgery? Like, would you support me emotionally if I chose to do this? And they were like, yeah, we will. If you do the research. And my mom is a crazy lady. She made me do like 3 binders of research to get a dog. So when I said I wanted weight loss surgery, out came the binders. What I learned was that to get weight loss surgery, number one, after the procedure, I was going to have a really shitty time because I had a binge eating disorder and I was going to have to eat like food this big for the next few years and I was going to have to exercise. So I was like, damn it. Like this is basically just working out and getting fit. Like what's the point of this? I'm going to have to be fit anyway. So I was like, all right, I'm going to try for 30 days to just be consistent. I'm going to try to show up. I'm going to not really think about the scale. I just have to prove that I can stick to something for 30 days. I started with a YouTube video in my living room and throwing out all of the shitty food in my fridge, which retroactively wasn't necessary. I didn't have to completely cut out everything, but it meant something to me. It meant we're just not going to
Yeah.
binge for 30 days, which had not happened in probably 6 or 7 years. Um,
Yeah, because you had your side table.
yeah, exactly, exactly. And I
Hmm.
had a couch and a TV, and shit was going down. But I was gonna try for 30 days, and if I could do the 30 days, I was gonna call a doctor and I was gonna get a consultation. So I started the YouTube video. 2 minutes in, gassed. Fuck Jillian Michaels. She was awful. Um, Gassed, absolutely trashed, sitting on the floor just like a million times before, because I had tried the exact same video so many times. And then I just sat there and was miserable, and my dog came over and was making sure I still had a pulse. And then, like 20 minutes in, I realized I wasn't really tired anymore. I was just lazy. So I got back up and I pressed play for the first time ever. um, I didn't close the computer or anything. I just pressed play and I kept going and I did that. It was like a 10-minute video. It probably took me like an hour and a half to get through. And then in my fridge, I filled it up with, I had a fresh fish market down the road in Vancouver. And I went there and I bought my favorite food, which was sashimi. Shit ton of sashimi in my fridge, fresh fish. And I just ate that for a couple of days. And I realized, like, I really like this food. Like, this is not bad food. This is really good. It's my favorite food. I can eat a lot of it. And I did that. I just did that for 30 days. And then what I realized was that I could stick to something consistently. After I finished that YouTube video, the whole way through for the first time, without taking any major breaks, I went and joined my school gym, my college gym. And the first day I walked into that gym, I was there for 5 hours because
Wow.
I love bodybuilding and I loved being strong. And I walked in and I started lifting and I did not want to leave. And also, I loved being surrounded by people who were kicking ass. And I stayed. And I wanted to go back the next day. And I wanted to go back the next day and the next day and the next day. And for 30 days, I just did that. And then at the end of 30 days, I realized if I call this doctor, I'm going to have to stop doing what I'm doing. And I love it. So I didn't call the doctor. I just went back the next day. And I did that for a year and I dropped over 120 pounds and I fell in love with bodybuilding and then I fell in love with powerlifting and then I fell in love with Olympic lifting and then I fell in love with CrossFit and I just kept falling in love. Um,
Yeah.
and it just never stopped. Like I have goosebumps right now thinking like I can't wait to fall in love with something else.
That's great that you can fall in love over and over and over again with something that's not a person.